Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor Lowe sometimes comes straight out and says things the way they are. And a lot of ABC fans like his forthright attitude. Now they laughed when he forestalled helicopter parenting criticism. He called complainers wet blankets. Actually, his kids looked like they enjoyed a lot of fun, which is nice. Recall, his dog Ellie recently passed away, and the whole family felt sad. Bachelor Lowe had fun with the kids after Ellie died. We reported that when his dog died, Scene and Catherine Giudice shared the sad news on Instagram. An integral part of the family, the old dog featured in a number of family photos. Scene said, "Before Catherine, before my kids, before all the Bachelor stuff, there was Ellie." And Catherine seemed equally heartbroken, saying she misses the dog already. Obviously, the loss of their pet must have upset the kids as well. However, this weekend, he shared some fun clips of the kids having a ball. Bachelor Lowe came under some scrutiny among Bachelor Nation recently. It all came about after Chris Harrison stepped back after the racism scandal. Monsters and critics noted that the drama around Scene came back into focus as on the 2013 season of the show, Lowe had a plantation date. Well, Scene's not wailing with shock and horror by the sound of things. After all, that came a long time ago on ABC, and right now, he just enjoys bringing some fun into the kids' lives. The wet blankets caption made fans laugh. Bachelor Scene posted up the clips that showed him bouncing the kids and then throwing them up in the air. Next, they landed on the bed among the duvet and pillows. The sheer delight on their faces made fans smile. But his caption made them smile even more. He wrote, "Before any of you wet blankets say something about how this is dangerous, you should know they both signed liability waivers beforehand, so I'm good." Obviously, he was sarcastic, but fans got the message. One Bachelor fan sent to Lowe, "The best caption ever. I feel sorry for the kids that have to live a bubble." And another one commented, "Some people aren't just wet, they're sopping." One of them just wrote, "Wet blankets." Meanwhile, a lot of fans talked about the fun his boys enjoyed. One of them commented, gosh, the little legs and the joy." This one read, "Their faces scream fun." And many people recalled their own dad playing with them like that as kids. What do you think of the web blankets post that Bachelor Lowe shared? Did you ever play around with your dad like that? Or in your opinion, did it all look way too dangerous? Sound off your thoughts in the comments. Gets fans laughing with wet blankets caption. Did he just call out his own family? Lowe, one of the most beloved stars in Bachelor history, might have just set a new standard for dad humor, one that has Bachelor Nation in stitches. In a moment that perfectly blended sarcasm, wholesome family chaos, and pure Instagram gold, Scene shared a photo that's now making waves across the internet. All because of two little words, wet blankets. But what did he mean? Was he poking fun at his adorable family? Throwing shade at a pool day gone wrong? Or did he just accidentally start a hilarious viral trend? Fans aren't just laughing, they're zooming in, dissecting every pixel, and turning a simple caption into a full-blown internet moment. Let's break it all down. Scene's surprising social media strategy, the fans' reactions, Catherine Giudice's savage response, and the hidden message some believe he slipped in. Chapter 1. The photo that started it all. Lowe has never been afraid to have a little fun at his own expense, and he's long been known for his self-deprecating wit. So when he uploaded a photo on Instagram this past weekend featuring a poolside scene of his 3 young kids wrapped in towels, sitting soggy and shivering after an apparent splash session, fans expected a cheeky caption. What they didn't expect was this: wet blankets. That's it. No context, no emojis, just 2 words, dry as the humor it was meant to reflect. And with that, the internet exploded. Chapter 2. The interpretation game begins. Fans immediately began dissecting the meaning. Some laughed at the literal pun. Yes, the kids were literally wet and wrapped in blankets. But others went deeper. Is he calling his kids boring? One fan commented, laughing. Deadpan dad humor at its finest. Only Lowe could roast his children this gently. The comments poured in, thousands of likes, dozens of reshares, TikToks reacting to the caption. Memes sprang up overnight, one featuring a wet cat wrapped in a towel with the words, "Lowe would love me," went particularly viral. Chapter 3. Catherine Giudici enters the CH8. While the world was laughing, Catherine Giudici, Scene's famously witty wife, and winner of his season of The Bachelor, wasn't going to let him take the spotlight alone. She reposted the photo with her own addition. "I married this man. He called our children wet blankets. Do I call my lawyer or my therapist?" Fans lost it. The playful back and forth between the couple reminded everyone why they're considered Bachelor Nation royalty. This wasn't just a couple posting cute family photos. This was content, sharp, witty, and just the right amount of chaos. Chapter 4. Inside the Lowe family dynamics. Behind the joke is a family that thrives on humor. Scene and Catherine, who now share 3 children, Samuel, Isaiah, and Mia, have always leaned into the messy, funny, unscripted side of parenting. Scene has joked before about being outnumbered and running on caffeine and prayer. His captions often straddle the line between parental exhaustion and joyful chaos, which makes wet blankets feel like the most Lowe thing he could post. A source close to the couple shared, Scene's captions are usually a mix of dry humor and inside jokes. Catherine gets it. The kids don't, yet. But they will. Chapter 5e. The memes that followed. Bachelor Nation doesn't let anything go unnoticed, and this caption birthed an avalanche of meme content. Some top fan creations included a photoshopped image of Scene sitting with 3 actual wet blankets, looking disappointed. A Game of Thrones spoof captioned, "House Lowe, we do not dry." A fake news article with the headline, "Father of 3 admits to parenting with only sarcasm and snacks." Even other Bachelor alums joined in. Ben Higgins commented, "I aspire to this level of dad energy." Caitlin Bristow reposted it to her story with 10 tense caption, "Might steal." Bachelor Nation had spoken. Lowe, once again, was winning the internet. Chapter 6. Is this the start of a Tuomi DV Pivotu? This isn't the first time Lowe has made headlines for his humor. Over the years, he's cultivated a solid following, not just for his Bachelor fame, but for his quirky, clean, and often dry-witted social posts. Insiders say he's been considering a more visible public platform, possibly a podcast or even a comedy special about parenthood. Scene's humor isn't loud or raunchy. It's subtle, but that's what makes it work. The wet blankets post was basically a masterclass in low-effort, high-reward comedy. If this was a test balloon, it flew sky-high. Chapter 7. The COMNENT Sectayan G-Eats Unhinged. Some top comments on the now-viral post include, "You mean to tell me this isn't a picture of me every Monday morning? This caption just healed my seasonal depression." Scene, "This was poetry. I hope you get a book deal." Others couldn't stop joking about the kids. "That middle kid has the face of someone who knew he was about to become a meme." "I aspire to be as emotionally stable as the kid on the left. Unbothered, wet, wrapped, warm. And the best one. If being a wet blanket means avoiding people and staying cozy, count me in." Chapter 8. The deeper meaning, or inute. Some fans started speculating that maybe Scene's caption had an emotional undercurrent. Was wet blankets a cheeky metaphor for how kids can sometimes feel like a handful on summer days? A subtle nod to parent burnout? Or was it simply about towels, Internet theorists took to Reddit. Y'all, what if Scene is subtly saying that he feels overwhelmed and smothered by love, but also by soggy children? While most agreed it was likely a joke, the fact that so many interpretations surfaced just highlighted how Scene's humor often sparks conversation. Chapter 9. Brands JUMPN. Of course, once a post reaches viral status, brands circle like sharks. Towel companies, parenting apps, and even Netflix chimed in. One towel brand DM'd Scene publicly. "Hey Scene, want to collaborate? We've got the driest blankets on the internet." Netflix posted a screen grab of one of their rainiest scenes with the caption, "Seen Lowe's kids watching anything on our platform." It's clear, wet blankets might go down as one of the most unexpectedly genius brandable moments from a Bachelor alum in years. Chapter 10. What's next for SEN? Scene Lowe has never seemed desperate for the limelight, but moments like these remind fans why they love him in the first place. He's relatable, funny, and doesn't take himself too seriously. Now fans are begging for more dad humor content. Petitions have even started. Let Scene Lowe host a parenting game show. We demand a podcast titled Wet Blankets and Diaper Rants. Why isn't he doing comedy full-time? While Scene hasn't responded to the fan movement, Catherine posted another gem to her stories. The man tells one joke, and suddenly everyone wants to marry him. Relax, people. Comme si l'uvisayen. What began as a throwaway caption, just 2 words, turned into a social media moment Bachelor Nation won't soon forget. Wet Blankets is now more than just a description of 3 chilly kids. It's a vibe, a lifestyle, a punchline. And in classic Scene Lowe fashion, it all came without trying too hard. Whether or not Scene dives deeper into humor as a platform, one thing is clear: he knows how to keep the internet talking. And if the comments are anything to go by, we're all just happy, cozy little wet blankets in his world.